How does a city that once ruled the ancient world vanish almost overnight? Babylon, a name wrapped in gold and mystery, a city of towering walls, hanging gardens, and divine kings. It was once the heartbeat of Mesopotamia, the jewel of the ancient world. But in 539 BCE, that heartbeat stopped. The mighty city fell not with fire but with silence. Some say it was divine prophecy, fulfilled exactly as foretold. Others claim it was a masterclass in political strategy, cold, calculated, and executed in the shadows. So what really happened to Babylon? Was it the wrath of the gods, or the genius of men? Let's unravel the truth behind one of history's most mysterious collapses. The glory of Babylon. Long before its fall, Babylon was the crown of ancient civilization. Its origins stretch back to the 18th century BCE, but it rose to legendary status under King Hammurabi, the lawgiver. Later, under Nebuchadnezzar II, Babylon reached its golden age. Imagine a city with massive gates made of blue-glazed brick, towering walls so thick chariots could race atop them, and one of the ancient world's greatest wonders, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Some say the gardens were suspended in midair, built to please a homesick queen. Others believe they never existed at all. Babylon was not just powerful, it was rich in culture, architecture, and mysticism. It became a symbol of human achievement and, to some, human arrogance. This pride would eventually play into the darker prophecies about its downfall. The Prophecy Foretold. In the ancient scriptures of the Hebrew Bible, Babylon wasn't just a city. It was the very image of corruption and sin. Prophets like Isaiah and Jeremiah foretold its destruction with eerie precision. Babylon, the jewel of kingdoms, will be overthrown by God like Sodom and Gomorrah. Isaiah 13:19. According to the book of Daniel, King Belshazzar saw a ghostly hand write a mysterious message on the wall during a royal feast, a message interpreted as a warning from God. You have been weighed in the balance and found wanting. That very night, according to the tale, Babylon fell. To believers, this was divine retribution. A godless empire brought to its knees exactly as the prophets said it would. The fall wasn't just a political event, it was cosmic justice. But history often wears two masks. What actually happened? Step outside the realm of prophecy, and the story becomes no less fascinating. In the late 6th century BCE, a new empire was rising, Persia, led by the ambitious and cunning Cyrus the Great. As Babylon weakened from internal unrest, Cyrus saw his chance. In 539 BCE, the Persian army approached the city. But instead of a brutal siege, something strange happened. The massive walls of Babylon were left undefended. Some accounts suggest the gates were opened from within, perhaps by rebels unhappy with their king. Others say the Persians diverted the Euphrates River to march their army straight into the heart of the city under cover of night. What's more shocking is this: the city didn't burn. There was no massive destruction, no grand battle. Babylon simply surrendered. To historians, it was a brilliant political maneuver, not a miracle. Yet to believers, the ease of Babylon's fall was further proof that divine prophecy had been fulfilled. So which was it? A bloodless conquest or the hand of fate? A peaceful invasion? Cyrus the Great wasn't just a conqueror, he was a master manipulator. Rather than destroy Babylon, he declared himself the liberator, chosen by the gods Marduk, the chief deity of the Babylonians. In an ancient inscription known as the Cyrus Cylinder, he claims that he entered the city peacefully, restored temples, and freed oppressed people. This wasn't just military strategy, it was psychological warfare. By portraying himself as the rightful, God-approved ruler, Cyrus won the hearts of Babylon's people and priests. Instead of revolt, there was calm. Instead of resistance, acceptance. This raises a haunting question. Did Babylon fall because of military force, or because its own people stopped believing in it? The city didn't need to be broken from the outside. It had already collapsed from within. The Aftermath and Erasure. After the fall, Babylon entered a slow and quiet decline. The city remained important under Persian rule, but its cultural soul had been severed. Over time, the great temples were abandoned. The gods were forgotten, and the once great metropolis turned into dust and ruins. By the time of Alexander the Great, who dreamed of restoring Babylon, it was already too late. He died in the city before that dream could take shape. Babylon was eventually lost beneath layers of sand, time, and silence. For centuries, its ruins lay undisturbed in modern-day Iraq, a ghost of an empire, swallowed by the earth. To the faithful, this was proof that Babylon had been cursed, that its fall was divine punishment for pride and decadence. To historians, it was another example of a once powerful empire devoured by politics, war, and internal decay. Prophecy versus politics. So, which version is true? Was Babylon's fall the work of ancient prophecy fulfilled word for word? Or was it simply a case of brilliant strategy and timing by a clever ruler? The answer might lie somewhere in between. Prophecies shape the way people think, and belief, whether in gods, kings, or curses, can be a powerful political weapon. It's entirely possible that prophecy and politics worked hand in hand. The myth of Babylon's divine punishment may have helped legitimize the Persian takeover, and the Persians may have used that myth to ensure peace. In the end, what matters is not just how Babylon fell, but why the world remembers it the way it does. Echoes of a fallen empire. Babylon didn't fall in flames. It fell in silence. Its walls stood strong. Its people stayed, but its soul, its power, its purpose, vanished overnight. Whether you believe in ancient prophecy, political genius, or both, one thing is clear: even the greatest empires can crumble. Not with a bang, but with a whisper. And that whisper? It still echoes in the ruins beneath the sand. If you love lost cities, mysterious histories, and ancient legends that blur the line between fact and myth, make sure to subscribe to Urban Lore, because the past isn't dead, it's just waiting to be uncovered.